Good morning, everyone. Today is May 15, 2024. Welcome to the opening of bids for contract ID 24KS0060, Rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road. 24KS0062, Rehabilitation of Binunsaran, Campana Road. And 24KE0063, Construction of Road, Panghiawan, Catarman. And 24KE0070, Rehabilitation of Alangilan, Seawall, Alangilan, Sagay. First of all, let us all stand up for the opening prayer.
Let's put ourselves in the holy presence of God and Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Loving God, as we begin this dropping and opening of bids, we ask for your guidance and wisdom. Help us to work together in harmony and purpose. Grant us clarity of thought and unity of mind, so that our decisions may reflect your will and contribute to the greater good of all involved. Bless our discussions and efforts with your grace. Amen.
May I request Ma'am Nel and Simashu to please acknowledge the attendee into this bid opening.
Good morning once again. So welcome to the dropping and opening of bids for the four proposed contracts, 24KE0060, 24KE0062, 24KE0063, and 24KE0070. For the attendance for this morning, we have our back vice chairman, Mr. Edwin G. Cagulada.
Present.
Back members, Engineer Al Gomez.
Present.
From the end user, the implementing unit, Engineer Joselito V. Corpin Jr.
Present.
We also have from back TWG members, Ms. Nona C. Chu, Engineer Leia Rose N. Basilan, and Engineer Larry Nino M. Lapiceros.
Present.
We also have our head back secretariat, Engineer Evelyn B. Paderanga, with its members, Engineer John Christian A. Vertudes,
Present.
Mr. Kleinford B. Bores, Mr. Mildextor Yuchu, yours truly, Neil and Venus A. Simasho. We also have from the interested bidders from General Construction, Mr. Ronel Lagod. From CLC Construction Services and Supply, we have Ms. Rosjin Bores. And from Shinshin Construction Corporation, we have Ms. Marilyn Bahaw. We also have our head back TWG, Engineer John Ryan Tinog. That's all for the attendance for this morning.
Thank you, Ma'am Nel. And since majority of the back members are present, I call this bid opening in quorum. So there are 12 bids received. So we have to go do manual now for eligibility, since the eligibility to electronic means is under process. So let us now proceed to the opening of bids. I may request the box DWH to open the bid box and facilitate the opening of the bidders' proposals. May I request the back DWG to please check if the bid submitted is sealed and marked properly.
Good morning, everyone. All submitted bids are properly marked and sealed.
Thank you, Engineer Nov. First to open is the technical proposal and followed by the financial proposal. And may request one of the back members to read and check the technical documents using the criterion for discretionary pass or fail. The first to open is 24K060, Rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road. Please open the technical proposal of general construction.
For the first project, 24K0060, Rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. First bidder is General Construction, and the ABC for the project is 4,899,999 pesos and 19 centavos. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the PELGEP's registration with validity until April 22, 2025. Passed. Under Annex A, page 3, DTI certificate up to September 12, 2027, passed. Mayor's permit up to December 31, 2024, passed. Tax clearance up to March 26, 2025, passed. Audited financial statement last filed December 31, 2023, less than 2 years. Pickup license up to December 17, 2024, passed. Also present is the photocopy of the DTI, Mayor's permit, tax clearance, annual income tax return is also present. Duly stamp received by the BIR. Together with its proof of payment from the land bank. Audited financial statement is also present. Duly stamp received. Pickup license is also present. Photocopy. Next document present is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is also present. Signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros, supported by the notice of award at the listed projects. Next document, statement of single largest completed contract is present and signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros, supported by its certificate of completion and certificate of acceptance of the listed project. Next document present is the net financial contracting capacity computation is present and signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros. Bid security in the form of bid security declaration is also present, signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros and authorized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Contractor's organizational chart is present and signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros. The list of contractors' key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. Key personnel by data is also present. The photocopy of the professional identification card of Civil Engineer G.C. Boy Sumaya is present, unexpired. Photocopy of the professional identification card of Civil Engineer Ana Marie Oliveros is present, unexpired. Certificate of accreditation of Materials Engineer 1 Ana Marie C. Oliveros is also present, unexpired. Certificate of completion for construction safety and health training of Ronel O. Lagod is present. Next document present is the list of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement. Pledged the proposed contract is present and signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros. And the list of contractors' laboratory equipment pledged to the project is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. List of equipment is supported by its proof of ownership, the deed of sale, ORCRs of vehicles from the LTO, cash sales invoice of minor tools, deed of absolute sale for motor vehicle, deed of sale for heavy equipments, collection receipt of the laboratory apparatus, including its sales invoice. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the omnibus sworn statement, duly signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros and notarized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the technical requirements, General Construction Technical Proposal for Contract ID 24K0060 is read as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Copin. The next to open is the technical proposal of FNTC Construction.
The second interested bidder for the first project with the contract ID 24K8060 Rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. The technical proposal submitted by FNTC Construction. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the PLG registration. It is valid until February 22, 2025. In Annex E, page 3 of the PLG DTI certificate is valid until April 21, 2026. Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The tax clearance is valid until February 19, 2025. The audited financial statement is date filing on April 3, 2023. The pickup license is expired on May 27, 2025. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the photocopy of the TI, the photocopy of the mayor's permit, the photocopy of tax clearance, and the next document is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present, Mr. Chair, and signed. The next is the statement of single largest completed contracts, is present and signed. The next document is the photocopy of pickup license. The next document is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, which is signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. The next is the organizational chart, is present and signed, Mr. Chair. The list of personnel assigned to the contracts is present also, Mr. Chair, which attach the biodata, the certificate, the certificate also of materials engineer, unexpired, of Mark Lowell B. Almeida is present. And the next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of equipment pledged to the proposed contract, is present and signed. The list of laboratory equipment pledged to the contract is also present, Mr. Chair, with attached with the SL invoice where they purchase. The next document is the finance, the omnibus short statement is present and signed and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. The next document is the annual income tax is present also, Mr. Chair. Then the last document, Mr. Chair, is the NFCC is present and signed. Mr. Chair, having complied the all necessary document for the technical proposal, the technical proposal submitted by FNTC Construction for contract ID 24KA0060 is treated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chair Gomez. Let us now proceed. First, may I request the head of the box secretariat to discuss the eligibility result through electronic means.
Good morning, everyone. With regards to the electronic eligibility result, Mr. Chair, all the prospective bidders who had purchased the bidding documents are legally, technically, and financially eligible to bid for the subject proposed contracts.
Thank you, General Padaranga. Let us now proceed to the opening of the technical document of CLC Construction Service and Supply.
for the third bidder of the first project, 24K0060, Rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. Third bidder is CLC Construction Services and Supply. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the PhilJEP's registration with validity until January 12, 2025, passed. Under Annex A, page 3, DTI certificate up to April 11, 2025, passed. Mayor's permit up to December 31, 2024, passed. Tax clearance up to December 29, 2024, passed. Audited financial statement last filed April 23, 2024, less than 2 years. Pickup license up to October 19, 2024, passed. Next document present is the list of all ongoing government and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present and signed by the bidder Chris L. Campana, proprietor, supported by the notice of award, notice to proceed of the listed project. Next document present is the single largest completed contract, is present and signed by the bidder Chris L. Campana, supported by notice of award, notice to proceed, certificate of acceptance. Next document present is the NFCC computation, is present and signed by the bidder Chris L. Campana, proprietor. Present also is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, signed by the bidder Chris L. Campana and notarized by Attorney Abrino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Contractor's organizational chart is also present, signed by the bidder Chris L. Campana. List of construction K personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract is also present, signed by the bidder Chris L. Campana. K personnel by data is also present. Professional identification card of civil engineer Chris Campana is present and expired. Certificate of accreditation of materials engineer 1 Chris L. Campana is also present and expired. The certificate of completion for construction safety and health training of Jerby J.E. Sasel is also present. List of equipment and tools is present, signed by the bidder Chris L. Campana. The list of contractors' laboratory equipment is also present, signed by the bidder Chris L. Campana. List of equipment is supported by the ORCRs of vehicles from the LTO. Sales invoice of minor tools. Deed of absolute sale of equipments. Deed of sale of vehicles. Next document present is the omnibus warrant statement. Is present and signed by the bidder Chris L. Campana and notarized by Attorney Avelino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Photocopy of the DTI business permit, pickup license is present. Audited financial statement is also present. Duly stamp received by the BIR. Income tax return is also present, supported by its proof of payment. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the integrated pledge for DPWH constructor, signed by the bidders Chris L. Campana. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the technical requirements, CLC Construction Services and Supply Technical Proposal for contract ID 24K0060 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. Let us now proceed to for the opening of the technical documents for the second project. Rehabilitation of Binunsaran, Campana Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. The first technical proposal to open is from CLC Construction Service and Supply.
The first interested bidder for the second project with the contract ID 24KA0062 Rehabilitation of Binunsaran, Campana Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. The technical proposal submitted by CLC Construction Services and Supply. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the PLG restriction, which is valid until January 12, 2025. The DTI certificate is valid until April 11, 2025. The MERS permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The tax clearance is valid until December 29, 2024. The audited financial statement is date filing in April 23, 2024. The pickup license is valid until October 19, 2024. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of ongoing government and private contracts, including contract awarded but not yet started, as present and signed. The next document is the single largest completed contracts, is present and signed. The NFCC is present and signed. The bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, which is present and signed, notarized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. The organizational chart is present and signed. The list of construction key personnel proposed to the assigned contract is present and signed. The list of equipment pledged to contract is present also and signed. The list of contractors laboratory equipment is present and signed. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the photocopy of DTI, the photocopy of MERS permit, the photocopy of tax clearance, the photocopy of pickup license, and the next document, Mr. Chair, is the audited financial statement is present. The ITR is present also, Mr. Chair. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the integrity pledge is present and signed. Mr. Chair, having complied all documents that necessary for the technical proposal, the technical proposal submitted by CLC Construction and Supply for contract ID 24KE0062 is treated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. Let us now proceed to the opening of the technical proposal from General Construction.
For the second bidder, the second project, General Construction for contract ID 24K0062, Rehabilitation of Binunsaran to Campana Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. First document submitted by General Construction, Mr. Chair, is the PLGEP's registration with validity until April 22, 2025, passed. Under Annex A, page 3, DTI certificate up to September 12, 2027, passed. MERS permit up to December 31, 2024, passed. Tax clearance up to March 26, 2025, passed. Audited financial statement last filed December 31, 2023, less than 2 years. Pickup license up to December 17, 2024, passed. Also present is the photocopy of the DTI. MERS permit, tax clearance. Annual income tax return is also present. The stamp received by the BIR together with its proof of payment from the land bank. Audited financial statement is also present. The stamp received by the BIR. The cab license is also present, photocopy. The list of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is also present, signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros, supported by the notice of award of the listed projects. The statement of single largest completed contract is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros, supported by certificate of completion and certificate of acceptance. NFCC computation is also present, signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros. Bid security in the form of bid securing declaration is present and signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros and notarized by Attorney Abilino Piorcino Jr., Notary Public. Contractors organizational chart is also present, signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros. The list of contractors key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. Key personnel by data is also present. Professional identification card of Civil Engineer GC Boy Sumaya is present, unexpired as project engineer. PIC license of Civil Engineer Ana Maria Oliveros is also present, unexpired as materials engineer, including its certificate of accreditation as materials engineer 1 is present, unexpired. Certificate of completion for construction safety and health training of Brunel O. Lagod is also present. List of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement pledged to the proposed contract is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. The list of contractors' laboratory equipment pledged to the project is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. Equipment is supported by its proof of ownership, the deed of sale, ORCRs of vehicles from the LTO, sales invoice of minor tolls, deed of absolute sale for heavy equipments, collection receipt of the laboratory apparatus and its sales invoice. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the omnibus sworn statement duly signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros and notarized by Attorney Abilino Piorcino Jr. of the Republic. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the technical requirements, General Construction Technical Proposal for Contract ID 24K0062 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Jargo Pin. Please open the technical proposal of FNTC Construction for the second project.
The third interested bidder for the second project with the contract ID 24KA0062, rehabilitation of Binunsaran, Campana Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. The technical proposal submitted by FNTC Construction. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the PLGIP registration. It is valid until February 22, 2025. The DTI certificate is valid until April 21, 2026. The mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The tax clearance is valid until February 19, 2025. The audited financial statement is date filing April 3, 2023. The pickup license is valid until May 27, 2025. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the photocopy of DTI, the photocopy of the mayor's permit, the photocopy of tax clearance, and the next document is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present and signed, Mr. Chair. The next is the statement of single largest completed contracts, is present and signed. The next is the photocopy of the pickup license. The next document is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, which is signed by Francis Duel T. Simasio and notarized by Attorney Abilino P. Orseno Jr. The next document is the project organization chart, is present and signed. List of the key personnel assigned to the contract is present and signed. The next is the major equipment pledged the contract is present and signed, Mr. Chair. The list of laboratory equipment pledged to the contract is also present, Mr. Chair, with attached the sale invoice where they purchase. And the next document is the omnibus sworn statement is present and signed by Francis Noel Tisimasio and notarized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. The next document is the financial statement and the year of 2021-22. The next document is the annual income tax is also present and signed. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the NFCC, which is present, signed by Francis Noel Tisimasio. Having complied the all necessary document for the technical proposal, the technical proposal submitted by FNTC Construction for contract ID 24K 80062 is rated as passed,
thank-
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. Let us now proceed to the third project. 24K0063, construction of road. Panghiawan, Catarman, Camiguin, Phase 2. Please open the technical proposal of general construction.
For the first bidder, the third project, 24K0063, construction of road, Panghiawan, Catarman, Camiguin, Phase 2. First bidder is general construction. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the PELJEP's registration, valid until April 22, 2025, passed. Phase 3 of Annex A. DTI certificate up to September 12, 2027, passed. Mayor's permit up to December 31, 2024, passed. Tax clearance up to March 26, 2025, passed. Audited financial statement, December 31, 2023, date of filing, less than 2 years. Pickup license up to December 17, 2024, passed. Also present is the photocopy of the DTI, mayor's permit, tax clearance, annual income tax return is also present. The list stamp received by the BIR, including its proof of payment on the land bank. Audited financial statement is also present. The list stamp received by the BIR. Photocopy of the PCAB is also present. Next document present is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present and signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros, supported by the notice of award of the listed projects. The statement of single largest completed contract is also present, duly signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros, supported by certificate of completion and certificate of acceptance. NFCC computation is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. Bid security in the form of bid security declaration is also present, signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros and notarized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Contractor's organizational chart is also present, signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros. List of contractors, key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. Key personnel by data is also present. PIC license of Civil Engineer J.C. Boy Sumaya is also present, unexpired, as project engineer. PIC license of Civil Engineer Ana Mareci Oliveros is also present as materials engineer, and including its certificate of accreditation as materials engineer 1 is also present, unexpired. Certificate of completion for construction safety and health training of Brunel Olagod is also present. The list of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement pledged to the proposed contract is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. List of contractors' laboratory equipment pledged to the project is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. equipment is supported by its proof of ownership, the deed of sale of vehicles, ORCRs of vehicles from the LTO, sales invoice of minor tools, deed of absolute sale for heavy equipments, collection receipt of the laboratory apparatus, including its sales invoice. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the omnibus sworn statement duly signed by the bidder Evangeline de Oliveros and notarized by Attorney Ebrino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the technical requirements, General Construction Technical Proposal for Contract ID 24K0063 is ready as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. The next technical proposal to open is from Binlabs Construction and Supply.
The third interested bidder for the second project, a third project with the contract ID of 24KE0063, construction of road Panghiawan, Catarman, Camiguin Phase 2. The technical proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the PLJEP registration, which is valid until January 21, 2025. The DTI certificate is valid until February 20, 2025. The mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2025. The tax clearance is valid until February 2, 2025. The audited financial statement is date filing on April 12, 2024. The pickup license valid until July 21, 2024. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present and signed. The next document is the single largest completed contracts is present. The next document is the photocopy of pickup license is present. The next document is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, which is present and signed by Alvin B. Labastida, the proprietor, and authorized by Attorney Ablino P. Orsino Jr. The next document is the organizational chart is present and signed. The next document is the list of contractor K personnel is present and signed. The next document is the list of equipment pledged to the contract is present and signed with attached with OR and CR. The next document is the omnibus sword statement is present and signed by Alvin B. Bastida and notarized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the NFCC, which is present and signed. Mr. Chair, having complied the all necessary document that needed for the technical proposal, the technical proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply for contract ID 24KAG063 is treated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. Proceed to the opinion of the technical proposal of Shinshin Construction Corporation.
For the third bidder, the third project, Shinshin Construction Corporation for contract ID 24K0063, construction abroad, Panghiawan, Catarman, Camiguin, Phase 2. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the PhilJEP's registration with validity until January 28, 2025, passed under page 3 of the Annex A. 6 certificate, registration date is May 21, 2018, less than 50 years. Mayor's permit up to December 31, 2024, passed. Tax clearance up to August 24, 2024, passed. Audited financial statement last filed April 13, 2024, less than 2 years. Pickup license up to September 29, 2025, passed. Also present is the photocopy of the SEC certificate, Mayor's permit, tax clearance, pickup license. Next document present is the statement of all ongoing government and private construction contracts. Is present and signed by the bidder 6 Poblacion DT, supported by the notice of award of the listed projects. The statement of single largest completed contract is also present, signed by the bidder 6 Poblacion DT, supported by the certificate of acceptance of the listed project. Annual income tax return is also present, duly stamp received by the BIR, including its proof of payment. Audited financial statement is also present, signed by duly stamp received by the BIR. NFCC computation is also present, signed by the bidder 6 Poblacion DT. Bid security in the form of bid securing declaration is also present, signed by 6 Poblacion DT, President, and notarized by Attorney Abelino Pirosino Jr. Contractors organizational chart is also present, signed by the bidder 6 Poblacion DT. Qualification of key personnel proposed to be sent to the contract is also present, signed by 6 Poblacion DT. Personnel by data is also present. The PIC license of civil engineer Cyril Rosti is also present and expired. Certificate of accreditation of materials engineer to Rogelio Esdo is also present and expired. And its PIC license unexpired. Also present is the PIC license of chemical engineer Sheila Miti and its certificate of completion for construction safety and health training course for site safety officer is also present. List of contractors equipment pledged to the contract is also present, signed by the bidder 6 Poblacion DT, supported by its proof of ownership, the deed of sale, deed of absolute sale, ORCRs of vehicles. And next document is the list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be sent to the contract is present and signed by the bidder 6 Poblacion DT, supported by the sales invoice of the apparatus. And next document present is the omnibus sworn statement is present and signed by the bidder 6 Poblacion DT and authorized by Attorney Abelino Pirosino Jr. of the Republic. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the secretary certificate signed by their corporate secretary Sheena Leslie BT and authorized by Attorney Abelino Pirosino Jr. of the Republic. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the technical requirements, Shinshin Construction Corporation technical proposal for contract ID 24K0063 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Copin. For the last project, 24K070, Rehabilitation of Alangilan Seawall, Alangilan Sagay, Camiguin. Let us first open the technical proposal of Binlabs Construction as a plan.
The first interested bidder for the port project with the contract ID 24KA0070, rehabilitation of Alangilan Seawall, Alangilan Sagay, Camiguin. The technical proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the PhilJEP registration, which is valid until January 21, 2025. The DTI certificate is valid until February 20, 2025. The mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The tax clearance is valid until February 2, 2025. The audited financial statement, date filing on April 12, 2024. The pickup license is valid until July 21, 2024. The next document is the list of ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present and signed, Mr. Chair. The next document is the single largest completed contracts, is present and signed. The next document is the pickup license, is present and signed. The next is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration. It is present and signed by the proprietor Alvin B. Labastida and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orseno Jr. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the organizer chart, is present and signed. The next is the list of contractor key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract, is present and signed. And attach the biodata of their key personnel with the PRC license attached and expired of Alvin Labastida. The certificate of materials engineer is also attached. Aristotle Fabi, unexpired, Mr. Chair. The next document is the list of equipment owned and pledged to the proposed contract, is present and signed. And also the laboratory equipment apparatus is present, Mr. Chair. And the next document is the omnibus short statement, is present and signed by the proprietor Alvin B. Labastida and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the NFCC, which is present and signed. Mr. Chair, having complied the all necessary document for the technical proposal, the technical proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply for contract ID 24KA0070 is treated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. The next to open is the technical proposal of Shinshin Construction Corporation.
For the second bidder, the last project, Shinshin Construction Corporation for contract ID 24K0070. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the PhilJEP's registration with validity until January 28, 2025, passed. Under page 3, Annex A, six certificate up to May 21, registration date is May 21, 2018. Years permit up to December 31, 2024, passed. Tax clearance up to August 24, 2024, passed. Audited financial statement last filed April 13, 2024, less than 2 years. Pickup license up to September 29, 2025, passed. Also present is the photocopy, the six certificate, mayor's permit, tax clearance, pickup license. Next document present is the statement of all ongoing government and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present and signed by the bidder 62 Feliciano DT, supported by the notice of award, listed projects. Next document present is the Statement of single largest completed contract is also present, signed by the bidder Sixto Feliciano DT, supported by the CFA's report of the listed project and certificate of completion with certificate of acceptance. Next document, present is the annual income tax return. Is present, the stamp received by the BIR and its proof of payment from the land bank. Audited financial statement is also present, the stamp received by the BIR. NFCC computation is also present, signed by Sixto Feliciano DT. Bid security in the form of bid security declaration is also present, signed by Sixto Feliciano DT, and authorized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Contractors organizational chart is also present, signed by Sixto Feliciano DT. Qualification of key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract is present, signed by Sixto Feliciano DT. Key personnel by data is also present. PIC license of Civil Engineer Cheryl Rosti is also present and expired as project engineer. Certificate of accreditation of Materials Engineer 2 Rogelio Esdo is also present and expired, and its PIC license and expired. PIC license of Chemical Engineer Sheila Miti is also present and expired, and its certificate of completion for construction safety and health training course for site safety officers. List of contractors' equipment pledged to the contract is also present, signed by Sixto Feliciano DT, supported by its proof of ownership, the deed of sale, deed of absolute sale for heavy equipments, ORCRs of vehicles. Next document present is the list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Is present, signed by the bidder Sixto Feliciano DT, supported by sales invoice at the listed apparatus. Next document present is the omnibus sworn statement, duly signed by the bidder Sixto Feliciano DT and authorized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the Secretary's certificate or the authority of signatory, signed by the Corporate Secretary Sheena Leslie BT and authorized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the technical requirements, Shinshin Construction Corporation Technical Proposal for Contract ID 24K0070 is treated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. And the last technical proposal to open is from General Construction.
The third interested bidder for the port project with the contract ID 24K0070, rehabilitation of Alangilan, Seawall, Alangilan, Sagay, Camiguin. The technical proposal submitted by General Construction. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the project resolution, which is valid until April 22, 2025. The DTI certificate is valid until September 12, 2022. The MERS permit valid until December 31, 2024. The tax clearance is valid until March 26, 2025. The audited financial statement is date of filing is December 31, 2023. The pickup license valid until December 17, 2024. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the photocopy of the TI, the photocopy of the MERS permit, the photocopy of tax clearance, And the next document is the annual income tax return is present, Mr. Chair. The next is the audited financial statement is present. The next document is the photocopy of pickup license is present. And the next document is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present and signed, Mr. Chair. The next document is the statement of single largest completed contracts, is present and signed. The next is the NFCC, which is present and signed. The next document is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, which is signed by the proprietor, Evangeline D. Oliveros, and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orseno Jr. is present. The next document is the organizational chart, is present and signed, Mr. Chair. The next document is the list of the key personnel pleads to the proposed contract, is present and attached their biodata. Attached the PRC of Sumaya GC Boy, unexpired, and also the certificate of the safety officers in the name of Ronil O. Lagod. And the next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of equipment pledged to the proposed contract, is present and signed. And also the list of the laboratory equipment pledged to contract is present and signed, which attach their sales invoice where they purchase. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the omnibus sworn statement, is present, signed by Evangeline Dagok Oliveros and notarized by Attorney Abilino P. Orseno Jr. Having complied the all necessary document for the technical proposal, the technical proposal submitted by General Construction for contract ID 24K80070 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. Now is the opening of the financial proposal for the first project, 24KE0060, Rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. The first financial document to open is from General Construction.
For the opening of the financial proposal, the first project, first bidder is General Construction for contract ID 24K0060, Rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin, and the ABC for the project is 4,899,999 pesos and 19 centavos. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the bid form. Bid form with bid amount of 4,755,128 pesos and 12 centavos. I repeat, 4,755,128 pesos and 12 centavos. Words and figures are the same. Bid offer is lower than the ABC and the contractor offered no discount. Bid form is signed by the bidder, Evangeline D. Oliveros. Bill of quantities is also present, signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros. Detail estimates for every item is also present, signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. Duly signed by the bidder, Evangeline D. Oliveros. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the financial requirements, General Construction financial proposal for contract ID 24K0060 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. Now, let us open the financial proposal from FNTC Construction.
The second interested bidder for the first project with the contract ID 24KA0060, rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. The financial proposal submitted by FNTC Construction. The ABC is 4,899,999 and 19 centavos. The first to comment, Mr. Chair, is the bid form. In amount of 4,884,408 pesos and 91 centavos. May I repeat, Mr. Chair? 4,884,408 pesos and 91 centavos. No offer discount, Mr. Chair. The next document is the bill of quantities, is present and signed. The next is the detailed estimate, is present and signed. The last document, Mr. Chair, is discussed flow by quarter and payment schedule, is present and signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio, the proprietor. Since the all necessary document for financial proposal of NFTC construction for contract ID 24KA0060 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. Now, please open the financial proposal from CLC Construction Service and Supply.
The last bidder for the first project is CLC Construction Services and Supply for contract ID 24K0060, Rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. First document submitted by CLC Construction Services and Supply, Mr. Chair, is the bid form. Bid form with bid amount of 4,898,263 pesos and 6 centavos. Repeat, 4,898,263 pesos and 6 centavos. Words and figures are the same, and the bid offer is lower than the ABC, and the contractor offered no discount. Bid form is signed by the bidder, Chris L. Cabana. Bill of quantities is also present signed by the bidder, Chris L. Cabana. Detailed estimate for every item is also present, signed by Chris L. Cabana. Summary of bid prices is also present, signed by Chris L. Cabana. Summary of material cost, equipment rental, and labor rate is also present, signed by Chris L. Cabana. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, duly signed by the bidder, Chris L. Cabana. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the financial requirements, CLC Construction Services and Supply financial proposal for contract ID 24K0060 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gopin. Let us now proceed to the second project, 24K0062, Rehabilitation of Binunsaran, Campana Road, Poblacion, Mambajao. Let us first open the financial proposal of CLC Construction Services.
The first interested bidder for the second project with the contract ID 24KA0062, rehabilitation of Binunsaran, Campana Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. The financial proposal submitted by CLC Construction Service and Supply. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the bid form in the amount of 4,898,328 pesos and 68 centavos. May I repeat, Mr. Chair? 4,898,328 pesos and 68 centavos. No offer discount, Mr. Chair. The next document is the bill of quantities, is present and signed. The detailed estimate is present and signed. The summary of bid price is present and signed. The last document is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule is present and signed by Chris L. Cabana, the proprietor. Having complied the all necessary document for the financial proposal, the financial proposal submitted by CLC Construction Service and Supply for contract ID 24KA0062 is rated as pass, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. The next financial proposal to open is from General Construction.
For the second bidder of the second project, General Construction, for contract ID 24K0062, Rehabilitation of Binunsaran to Campana Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the bid form. Bid form with bid amount of 4,753,848 pesos and 63 centavos. I repeat, 4,753,848 pesos and 63 centavos. Words and figures are the same and the contractor offered no discount. Bid offer is lower than the ABC. Bid form is signed by the bidder, Evangeline D. Oliveros. Next document, present is the bill of quantities, duly signed by the bidder, Evangeline D. Oliveros. Detailed estimates for every item is also present, signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, duly signed by the bidder, Evangeline D. Oliveros. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the financial requirements, General Construction Financial Proposal for Contract ID 24K0062 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Copen. And the last financial proposal to open for the second project is from FNTC Construction.
The third interested bidder for the second project with the contract ID 24K0062, Rehabilitation of Binunsaran, Campana Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. The financial proposal submitted by FNTC Construction. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the bid form with the amount of 4,876,428 pesos and 70 centavos. May I repeat, Mr. Chair? 4,876,428 pesos and 70 centavos. No offer discount, Mr. Chair. The next document is the bill of quantities is present and signed. The detailed estimate is present and signed. The last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule is present and signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio, the proprietor. Having complied the all necessary documents for the financial proposal, the financial proposal submitted by FNTC Construction for contract ID 24K0062 is treated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. Now, let us open the financial proposal for the third project, General Construction.
For the third project, first bidder is General Construction for contract ID 24K0063, Construction of Road, Panghiawan, Catarman, Camiguin Phase 2. The ABC for the project is 4,899,999 pesos and 55 centavos. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the bid form. Bid form with bid amount of 4,895,818 pesos and 13 centavos. I repeat, 4,895,818 pesos and 13 centavos. Words and figures are the same. The contractor offered no discount and the bid offer is lower than the ABC. Bid form is signed by the bidder, Evangeline de Oliveros. Next document present is the bill of quantities signed by the bidder, Evangeline de Oliveros. Detailed estimates for every item is also present, signed by Evangeline de Oliveros. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, duly signed by the bidder, Evangeline de Oliveros. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the financial requirements, General Construction Financial Proposal for Contract ID 24K0063 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. Let us now open the financial proposal from Binlabs Construction and Supply for the third project.
The second interested contract for the second contract is 24 with the contract ID 24KE0063. Construction of Road Panghiawan, Catarman, Camiguin Phase 2. The financial proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the bid form with the amount of 4,884,091 pesos and 20 centavos. May I repeat, Mr. Chair? 4,884,091 pesos and 20 centavos. No offer discount, Mr. Chair. The next document is the bill of quantities is present and signed. The next is the detailed estimate is present and signed, Mr. Chair. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule is present and signed by Alvin B. Labastida, the proprietor. Having complied the all documents necessary for the financial proposal, the financial proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply for contract ID 24KA0063 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. Now let us open the financial proposal from Shinshin Construction for the third project.
For the last bidder of the third project, Shinshin Construction Corporation for contract ID 24K0063, construction of road, Panghiawan, Catarman, Camiguin, Phase 2. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the bid form. Bid form with bid offer of 4,744,628 pesos and 36 centavos. I repeat, 4,744,628 pesos and 36 centavos. Words and figures are the same. Bid offer is lower than the ABC. Contractor offered no discount. Bid form is signed by the bidder, Sixto Feliciano DT. Bill of quantities is also present, duly signed by the bidder, Sixto Feliciano DT. Detailed estimates for every item is also present, duly signed by the bidder, Sixto Feliciano DT. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, duly signed by the bidder, Sixto Feliciano DT. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the financial requirements, Shinshin Construction Corporation financial proposal for contract ID 24K0063 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. For the last project, 24K070, Rehabilitation of Alangilan Seawall, Alangilan Sagay, Camiguin. It has now opened the financial proposal of Binlabs Construction and Supply.
The first bidder for the fourth project with the contract ID 24KA0070, Rehabilitation of Alangilan Seawall, Alangilan Sagay, Camiguin. The financial proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the bid form in amount of 19,049,350 pesos and 54 centavos. May I repeat, Mr. Chair? 19,049,350 pesos and 54 centavos. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the bill of quantities, present and signed. The detailed estimate is present and signed. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule is present and signed by Alvin B. Labastida, the proprietor. Mr. Chair, having complied the all necessary document for the financial proposal, the financial proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply for contract ID 24KA0070 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. Now let us open the financial proposal of Shinshin Construction Corporation for the last project.
The second bidder at the last project, Shinshin Construction Corporation for contract ID 24K0070, Rehabilitation of Alangilan Seawall, Alangilan Sagay, Camiguin. First document submitted by the Shinshin Construction is bid form. Bid form with bid amount of 18,611,474 pesos and 56 centavos. I repeat, 18,611,474 pesos and 56 centavos. Words and figures are the same. Bid offer is lower than the ABC and the contractor offered no discount. Bid form is signed by the bidder, Sixto Feliciano DT. Bill of quantities is also present, duly signed by the bidder, Sixto Feliciano DT. Detailed estimates for every item is also present and signed by the bidder, Sixto Feliciano DT. And last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, signed by the bidder 62 Feliciano DT. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the financial requirements, Shinshin Construction Corporation financial proposal for contract ID 24 KE0070 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. The last financial proposal for the last project is from General Construction.
The third interested bidder for the fourth project with the contract ID 24KA0070, rehabilitation of Alangilan, Seawall, Alangilan, Sagay, Camiguin. The financial proposal submitted by General Construction. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the bid form in the amount of 19,591,466 pesos and 68 centavos. May I repeat, Mr. Chair? 19,591,466 pesos and 68 centavos. No offered discount, Mr. Chair. The next document is the bill of quantities, is present and signed. The next is the detailed estimate, is present and signed. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the cash flow by quarter, is present and signed by General Construction. Mr. Chair, having complied all necessary document for the financial proposal, the financial proposal submitted by General Construction for contract ID 24KA0070 is treated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Gomez. That's all. So now may I request the head of the back secretariat to read the summary of the financial proposals.
Good morning once again. For the abstract of bids of the recently concluded preliminary examination of bids conducted by the BAC for the proposed contracts of the aforementioned projects. For contract ID 24KE0060, Rehabilitation of Lakas, Pandan, Katibawasan Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin, with an approved budget for the contract in the amount of 4,899,999 pesos and 19 centavos. General Construction, FNTC Construction, CLC Construction Services and Supply, all submitted bid securing declaration for their bid security. General Construction, with a bid offer of 4,755,128 pesos and 12 centavos. FNTC Construction, with a bid amount of 4,884,408 pesos and 91 centavos. While CLC Construction Services and Supply, with a bid tender of 4,898,263 pesos and 6 centavos. For contract ID 24K0062, for the rehabilitation of Binunsaran, Campana Road, Poblacion, Mambajao, Camiguin. The approved budget for the contract is 4,899,998 pesos and 34 centavos. CLC Construction Services and Supply, General Construction, FNTC Construction, all submitted bid securing declaration for their bid security. CLC Construction Services and Supply, with a bid offer of 4,898,328 pesos and 26 centavos. General Construction, with a proposal of 4,753,848 pesos and 63 centavos, while FNTC Construction, with a bid tender of 4,876,428 pesos and 70 centavos. For the third newly bid out proposed contract, bearing a contract ID 24KE0063 for construction of road Panghiawan, Catarman, Camiguin Phase 2. General Construction, Vinlabs Construction and Supply, Shinshin Construction Corporation, all submitted bid securing declaration for their bid security. By the way, the approved budget for the contract is 899,999 pesos and 55 centavos. General construction with a bid proposal of 4,895,818 pesos and 13 centavos. Binlabs Construction and Supply with a bid amount of 4,884,091 pesos and 21 centavos, while Shinshin Construction Corporation with a bid price of 4,744,628 pesos and 36 centavos. For the fourth project, rehabilitation of Alangilan Seawall, Alangilan, Sagay, Camiguin, with a contract ID of 24K0070. The approved budget for the contract is 19,599,999 pesos and 92 centavos. Binlabs Construction and Supply, Shinshin Construction Corporation, General Construction, all submitted bid securing declaration for their bid security. Binlabs Construction and Supply with a bid amount of 19,049,350 pesos and 54 centavos. Shinshin Construction Corporation with a bid proposal of 18,611,474 pesos and 56 centavos, while General Construction with a bid tender of 19,591,466 pesos and 68 centavos. That would be all for the summary of the newly bid out proposed contracts, Mr. Presiding Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Padaranga. Is there any comment from the bidders from Shinshin Construction? General Construction, CLC Construction and Supply, FNTC Construction. Okay, thank you. For the permission of everyone, all bids are considered raw and subject for bid evaluation and post-qualification in accordance with the 2016 IRR of Republic Act 9184. Is there any motion for adjournment from the back members?
Mr. Chair, I move to adjourn this dropping and opening of bids.
I am seconded, Mr. Chair.
Since there is a motion for adjournment from Engineer Corpen, seconded by Engineer Gomez, this bid opening